Let me thank all of the panelists. We're dealing with an enormously important issue, and I thank you all for your work and your testimony today. Just a few questions. Talk for a moment about childcare, and I think, Dr. Muri, you didn't spend a lot of time in your testimony, but you guys worked very hard on childcare as well. Please briefly discuss the importance of childcare, what you try to do in Odessa.
Absolutely. So one of the early indicators that we saw is kindergarten readiness. In Texas, we look at the readiness of a 5-year-old when they enter kindergarten. We recognize that our kindergarten readiness was low. That happens from birth to 5. And so what happens in the home or in the community. And so one of the things that we worked with our community on is a very active and aggressive pre-K program. So we didn't have the capacity organizationally to do that, so we partnered with the local YMCA. We provided facilities and worked with them on helping their staff members educate our students. So we started a full-day pre-K program and a half-day pre-K for 4-year-olds and a half-day pre-K program.
And what was the cost to parents to enter the program?
No cost to parents that had children that were eligible. We did have some parents that could afford that, and so there was a nominal fee for those parents, but for any of our children, 76% of our kids live in poverty, so that was a zero cost.
Do you think that was a significant part of the success story of Odessa?
So 36% of our 5-year-olds were kindergarten ready in 2019, 57% of our 5-year-olds were ready in 2024, and 66% of kids that went through the pre-K program were ready.
Fantastic. Dr. Jenna, what are you doing? Dr. Jenna, how is Indiana dealing with childcare?
I think childcare and early learning is very valuable. I believe we have work to do in our state. And another state agency, FSSA, leads that for Indiana. So what I would like to do, Senator Sanders, is go back with that team, and I'd be glad to get back to you.
Okay, good. Dr. Winthrop raised, I think, an important issue. Before I get to her point, let me just throw out a simple question. If I am a dedicated young person who wants to be a teacher, and I look out there, and teaching in rural Vermont, I'm going to start off at $38,000 a year. Why would I do that? I mean, there are a lot of factors here, but should we be focusing on substantially raising teacher salaries to incentivize young people to go into education? Briefly, yes. Let's go down the line very briefly, sir.
The answer is yes, but we should both raise it and change the slope of the schedule so that we reward the most effective teachers a lot more.
Good. Dr. West?
Yes, I think we heard good evidence from Dr. Murray about how doing exactly what Dr. Hanishek just said, increasing pay, but doing it with a focus on quality can be a really powerful lever for improvement.
Dr. Jenna?
I made $28,000 as a first-year teacher years ago. I absolutely believe we need to keep focused on teacher pay. I think we need to strategically consider how that looks, consider performance pay, position pay, et cetera.
Okay. Dr. Murray?
Absolutely makes a difference, not only in attracting but retaining. So I think it's paying attention to two things. One, we need to raise the base, that starting pay, and then also incentivize. Those incentives for highly effective teachers are critical. Makes a difference.
Dr. Winthrop?
Yes, I agree with my colleagues. Recently, I was talking to my niece who was graduating college, super excited to go into teaching, and looked at the starting salary, and she said, I can't afford it because of my school loans, and she's now working at a bar, and it breaks my heart.
I mean, isn't that working at a bar when we need great teachers? How pathetic is that? Dr. Winthrop raised an issue which we don't have the time really to get into, but maybe somebody wants to jump in. Kids are not going to do well unless they're excited, right? If they want to learn, they will learn. If they're bored, they will not learn, no matter how great anything is. All right? Dr. Muri, jump in. How do we get kids excited about school and the importance of learning?
So I think it's, I would go back with the number one factor that influences academic achievement is the teacher. And so it is helping our teachers develop those engaging strategies to effectively use in the classroom. When you walk into a classroom and you see excitement and energy on the faces of children, that didn't happen by itself. It happened with the intentionality of a great teacher in that space.
Dr. Jen, is that something you're working on in Indiana?
Yes, sir, and I'll give you one example. Our chronic absenteeism is an inverted bell curve. Our high school numbers are out of control, high in terms of chronic absenteeism. When we speak with students, the number one theme we hear is, I don't see the value. We have to make sure we rethink our high school time to make it better for kids.
You must have been talking to my grandchildren.
Well, I can call them later. We can put that as an action item.
Okay, all right, thank you, Mr. Chairman.